Lakers versus Jazz spiraled into an absolute nail-biter right until the last second, while the Luka Lake show kept rolling.
Good play by Luka. Steps up ahead. Here he goes. Underneath. What a play. Showtime.
Oh, Luka.
The Jazz were lurking in the shadows,
And that's how you do it. Marketing. Does that light the fire?
hungry for revenge in this back-to-back matchup after a 4-day reset. The following is a full breakdown of how this game unraveled and how a fully healthy Lakers squad continues to establish its rhythm, possession by possession, moment by moment. Depression, brain fog, social anxiety. These are all negative side effects of gooning. You keep telling yourself, I'll quit gooning tomorrow, but tomorrow comes and you fail again. If you are finally ready to successfully quit watching corn and gooning, then you need to join the 30-day No Goon Challenge. It's a challenge where you pick a 30-day commitment for yourself. 30-day, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. For each day you're clean, you earn back $1.
Good job for staying strong today. You just made $1. Keep it up, champ.
For each day you relapse, you lose $1.
Today didn't go as planned. That's okay. Tomorrow is yours. Get back up.
The challenge uses dopamine rewiring and loss aversion to set you free for life. If you are actually serious about finally being free from corn, join the challenge at 30daynogoonchallenge.com. As the Jazz missed their first shot, LeBron got the run out as he sprinted and euroed around George for the jam.
LeBron now coming one-on-one with a head of steam. LeBron James.
Rebound and push, that's what they do. And quick timeout already.
Wow.
By the Jazz, one hoop.
That quick start terrorized Coach Hardy as he called the world's fastest timeout. It must have worked though, as Keontae pushed the pace and used the high ball screen from Nurkic to get free for the floater. And Markkanen copied his teammate as his give and go led to another floater.
Doubles. Larry Markkanen. He puts it up and in.
But as the Dons' step back rimmed out, AR hustled on the glass, bodying his way to put it back.
And following it up and in is Austin Reeves.
However, as Luka lost the ball, Svi outpaced Braun in a foot race to finish on the other end. Luka's magic would return though, as he backed down his man. And as Laurie reached, the Dons swept through and finished the fade with an and one.
Doncic gonna get a foul, and he scores, and one for Luka.
But the marksman's defensive blunder would be overshadowed by his offensive brilliance as he set a kill screen on his own man to free up Svi for 3. You couldn't tell which position Braun was playing as he absolutely threaded the needle to Reeves in early offense for the lay.
Oh, what a bounce, dude.
Look at LeBron.
What a bounce.
But as Ayton contained George on the drive, he was too far away from his own man, as Nurk put the miss back for 2. The Don gave the Rook a move he couldn't defend, as he backed Bailey all the way under the hoop, freezing him with the fade. Luka Magic looked like a center early.
Boy, Luka's really getting down low where he can operate.
But the actual center once again got caught in drop coverage on the other side, and his silly jumping jacks didn't faze Nurkic, who drilled it. The Jazz outran the older and slower Lakers as Keontae pushed the pace, and Arius Bailey floated through the air to finish the alley-oop play.
Lob underneath, there's Bailey.
Well, you talk about athletic.
And Cody Williams set to check in. Oh, what a play! Climbing up on the ladder. The youngster, Ace Bailey on top of the rim.
And LA got caught overplaying George as Collier slipped the screen and received a sweet overhead for the bucket. And as the former Trojan carved up the Lakers' defense, he dimed Keontae on the backdoor cut for 2.
And he bounces it. Keontae George, that's way too easy. And now it's JJ's turn to call a timeout.
Doncic's drive caused the Jazz defense to gravitate towards him as he dumped it to Rui for 2, much to his amusement.
Everybody, all eyes on Doncic.
Luka Magic was inspired by Reeves as he danced around the defense with a rap and executed a pinoy of his own for the and one.
Luka dancing, scoring.
You see that move?
Behind the back dribble
to split 2 defenders. That is difficult.
But Keontae got Utah going again.
Here's Keontae for three. Good look, and the third-year pro out of Baylor knocks it home.
However, no one found Hachimura in transition as LaRavia threw a touchdown pass for Rui's dunk. Collier got matched up by LaRavia, but as he got ahead of steam, Isaiah bulldozed his way through the lane for two.
Collier, who played alongside Bronny at USC, scored.
But Luka wasn't fazed by the Rook's high pickup as he kept going to his spot and knocked down the three. However, it was neutralized by the Hendricks tray ball on the DHO as the Jazz would end the quarter only down by 2. The Finns set the tone to start the second, getting on the offensive glass and cleaning up the miss. But in his second game back, LeBron continued to wreak havoc as a playmaker and threw it to where only Ayton could reach.
The Lakers are 3 for 12 from 3. Ayton!
Then, on a broken play, Collier's paint touch collapsed LA's defense, resulting in a Sensaball wing 3. Off the split action, 2 Jazz defenders went with LaRavia, leaving AR with all the room to drill one from deep.
A tie for the 4th spot. AR from deep, yes sir.
However, Collier made amends, rejecting the screen and getting the step on Reeves before finishing with the contact.
After the three-point shot, undrafted out of Oklahoma. Here's Isaiah on a drive and a bucket. He'll get a free throw.
Well, you call it a bang-bang play. Isaiah comes right back at him, gets past him. You see the swipe down, gives him an N1.
And Braun continued to rack up assists, and following the weak side screen, LBJ spooned it to LaRavia.
He hasn't played a ton here. He's missed a bunch of games in Utah. Everybody happy he's playing tonight. Jake! Rainbow is good.
It became apparent that JJ's game plan was to use LeBron as a hub in the post, and with the Utah defense occupied, LaRavia's knife cut was rewarded. Then, when the Lakers' defense shifted to zone, Ace drew 2 before dropping it for Nurkic to float it home. After a hectic sequence, Luka found LBJ for the easiest points of the evening.
Trying to make the easy play.
Well, LeBron is going to take it himself. He wasn't going to try to do anything fancy there.
But upon using the drag screen, Keontae stopped on a dime at the line to answer back. However, when LeBron saw that Flip was on him, the chosen one schooled the young blood in the post.
Here's LeBron trying to work him, and does.
And off the board, Braun turned back the clock, as no one caught up with the freight train upon takeoff. With LeBron getting a breather, Luka kept the ship rolling and made easy work of Svi at the elbow J. And upon snagging the interception, there was only one thing on Wonderboy's mind: showtime.
Goes underneath! What a play! Showtime!
Oh, Luka!
Showtime, Lakers!
It felt like the Delta Center was hosting the Globetrotters, as Luka showed he has eyes behind his head.
Oh, behind his head. Can Marcus hit this one? He pays it off! That's the way to pay off that pass!
But Utah dominated the second chance battle, and K-Love kept them alive with another putback. Then Lowry did a great job of sealing Luka in transition, and following the feed, he got an easy one. However, the Jazz had no answers for LeBron in the post, and he lit up the crowd with a smooth baseline spin and slam. And LeBron's eyes lit up as he found AR in transition, and Reeves did the rest.
He'll attack the rim. Here goes Austin all the way to score.
But after Luka switched on Nurkic, the Bosnian beast went to work on the mouse in the house.
Guys trying to take advantage of any switches.
They got Nurk. Nice spin. And one on Doncic.
And that switch works too.
Off the quick outlet, Luka got 2 feet in the paint, leaving no one to recover on Rui, who made the Jazz pay.
Throw those.
Rui, yes sir! Got it!
After a highlight-filled first half, the Lakers came out with a 62-55 lead. As both teams came out of the break, the Lakers would look to keep their lead, but the Jazz had a lot of fight left, as evidenced by their first play, with a premature switch on the step-up screen that gave George the room to spray the triple.
Involved early in this quarter.
They start with Keontae, and George, who was 4 of 8 in the first half now, has dropped 14 on the Lakers.
But the Lake Show would respond right away, as Luka's rocket pass to Hayes led to 3 the old-fashioned way, as he got the foul on the dunk.
Wow, so I thought it was obviously nothing serious.
Here's Jax rolling and throwing it down, and one.
But Keontae would bow down to no man as he danced on the king, lulling him to sleep with enough crossovers to step back for the tray.
Staring at the 23-year veteran LeBron James.
Then George got on Austin's hip, and with AR not able to get in front, Keontae hit the floater with some ease.
Downhill. get you a nice look.
Keontae runs it off the glass. Oh yeah, the bank is wide open on a Sunday.
The European front court then ran a DHO to perfection as Luka got bumped by Nurkic. And with Hayes backing up, Lowry found his big for the layup to tie it up.
Here comes Nurkic, he scores!
Utah's athleticism continued to be their ace up their sleeve as Bailey flew in to put back George's miss with an emphatic slam.
4 to shoot, 3 ball up and out. Oh, he's Bailey! Wicked! I mean wicked! Off the offensive putback.
And after another Lakers miss, a quick Keontae layup in transition forced Coach Redick into a timeout.
Make it 4, and the Jazz are finding rhythm. Redick calls timeout.
Finally, as 2 Jazz defenders overreacted to Reeves' perimeter catch, he got a full head of steam downhill and flipped up a prayer after the love bump for the and one.
Look away by Doncic into the corner of Arabia. Austin goes hard to the rim, throws it up. Oh! He throws it in, and the foul.
Maxey provided padding at the basket as he denied George. And with Love and Bryce closing the paint on the other end, Doncic got the friendly bounce on the open 3.
Oh, that was Maxey, pardon me, Cleva. Oh, that ball took 2 bounces and in.
Yeah, that's good fortune there.
The Showtime Lakers got a 3-on-1 break in transition, but Flip didn't buy a ticket as he sent LaRavia's attempt into the stands.
Grab it, Luka, lob it up top. How about Flip? You betcha. Young fella goes up and knocks it out.
But as Luka got the rebound, he found the king on the touchdown pass for the slam.
Boy, they flew by and almost blocked it. Up ahead for Braun. Yes!
However, the Don got caught ball watching on D as Bryce drifted to the corner for the wide open triple. But Bryce was too far extended as his out of bounds step nullified his 3.
Look at the play that they took away as Sensabaugh catches it and his left foot, they said, was on the sideline. So take away the 3.
And as Ace danced on LaRavia, he drew the attention of Maxey, who left Filipowski alone to throw it down with authority.
13. Here's Bailey, right to left. Feeds, flip, 2-hands it. Oh, the rookie is catching on.
And as Luka hit some free throws, the Lakers would go into the final quarter with an 84-81 lead. To start the 4th, it was off to the races as LeBron took it to the hole.
Here is Reeves, up ahead. LeBron, right it up and in.
Then, when Luka took the space on the flare screen, Ace confidently knocked down the 3 and made him pay. But Luka hunted Ace on the high ball screen, and on an island he showed the Rook who's boss.
He's going to step back. That little 1-foot step back is good for 2 more.
The Don was smelling blood, and he gave Ace another dose of Luka magic on his signature step back, extending the LA run to double digits.
Hey, finally. Lakers get to the double-digit mark. Luka for 3! Luka!
The quarter's game plan for the Lakers was simple: punish mismatches. And when LBJ had Keontae on him, that's just what he did. But after a cold start, Keontae got things flowing for the Jazz by pulling up from deep. Then Markkanen shook Kleber on a clean back cut, and Keontae placed the lob right where only the finisher could get it.
It can be done. We've watched it in this league. And that's how you do it. Markkanen, does that light the fire?
However, anytime the Lakers saw Ace defending, they let it fly, and Gabe drilled a big one to maintain the lead.
String music for Vincent.
Gabe says, I'm always ready.
Luka couldn't stay in front of Keontae, who carved up the Lakers' defense before leaving it for Svi.
Runs it home, drops it down low. Svi, reverse shot, count it. Mikhailuk, another Jazz man to add his name to the double.
The Jazz were in a groove, and Markkanen didn't hesitate to shoot it from deep. And after the Finn came up with the steal in the gap, he laid it home to shrink the Lakers' lead to 4.
Up and in. Oh, baby. Once again, the comeback rolls on.
But after catching it in the post, Braun kicked it to Maxey, who made a statement.
Here comes Maxey! Throw it down, big fella!
However, Svi embarrassed LA's D with a simple backdoor on the baseline out of bounds. And after a possibly bored 41-year-old held the ball for 10 seconds, he clanked the 3. And the young finisher answered with a smooth, cold-blooded splash on the other end.
Shoot! Got it! What a night What a comeback! 18-5!
And after a poor Lakers offensive possession, Coach Hardy elected not to take the timeout, as Markkanen took the Jazz's fate into his own hands.
It's a 14-5 run. Markkanen, he's going to shoot right now. No! Luka saves. Boy, they did not take the timeout.
Utah had another chance, but George couldn't deliver.
Deontay George on its way. Not there. Lakers are going to survive and win this game.
And at the end of the buzzer, LA overcame a late scare to come out with a 108-106 victory and extend their win streak to 4.